Herbert off of play action. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And down right around the 37. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 29, Herbert. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Herbert. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Lance now on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Faking to give to Mostert. Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes out a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
First carry now for Trey Sermon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. With his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. It's a run with Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Niners, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Herbert. To the right side, complete to Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
We gonna shut y'all.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Herbert now. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
To the air again, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up the score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Able to power through, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Leonard Fournette. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on third and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Herbert on first down now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 5, second and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On first down, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Play action, now it's Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And Lance going to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play. As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg. Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's complete. It's Miller. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is third down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On second down, Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Howard. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On play action, Lance steps away. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake. Lance. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now goal for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Herbert off of play action. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Herbert throwing again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! O.J. Howard, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Off of play action, here's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got room. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. It's a run with Mostert.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct, but I'm understanding how the game is starting to change, and we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
And Fournette with a first down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going up top for Miller. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And Lance now to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here's Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
Rolling to his left. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run with Fournette. The 71 yards on the ground for him so far. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Look at this, a tight end carry. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 5. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Back to throw. A solid stiff arm. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And we've got a timeout.
Here we go.
9 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One final try now for Lance. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime is really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark.